As you imagine Abraham leaving Ur of the Chaldees, you may have in mind this small troop of folks that he carries. But over time, the Bible describes a very interesting transformation in Abraham's entourage. And so today we're going to take a quick look at that as we're beginning the life of Abraham.
I want to mention something here so we have an image of what this really would have looked like. I mentioned the four that we know about that left Ur, and the Bible only tells us about that. But if you follow Abraham's travels through Scripture, we see a lot of things about him. First, we know, of course, that he's a prophet called of God, a man of tremendous faith. But we also see that he was a leader of people and a warrior, a shepherd, a husband, a father, a manager of servants, and a diplomat. He had situations where he had to deal with Abimelech, Pharaoh, the king of Sodom, Melchizedek, and so forth. But through his life and through his travels, he grew very rich, and his troop expanded greatly. Let's read a few verses here. Genesis 12:5. And Abram took Sarai his wife, and Lot his brother's son, and all their substance that they had gathered, and the souls that they had gotten in Haran. And they went forth to go into the land of Canaan. In the next chapter, chapter 13, says Abram was very rich in cattle and silver and in gold. And so we see right at the beginning of his travels, he's accumulating servants and wealth and livestock. By the time he goes to rescue Lot, after Lot was carried away from Sodom, he took an army of 318 men that says were born in his own house. And 318 soldiers are going to have wives and children and other travelers with them, maybe servants of their own. And when his servant went to get a wife for Isaac in chapter 24, the servant gave this report about Abraham. And the Lord hath blessed my master greatly, and he is become great, and he hath given him flocks and herds and silver and gold and men servants and maid servants and camels and asses. And so we need to understand when we see him moving around, this is a major caravan of people moving around. You would need that for safety probably back in that day, if nothing else.